Welcome, lovely people. Today I am not playing on any console because we are here specifically to discuss the information released to us in the most recent live stream on Twitch from the developers of DCUO. They let us know that there is going to be a booster bundle released this Tuesday on DC, which I'm mildly excited about. The booster bundles include 150 replay badges, nth metal detector, radar enhancer, 5,000 ally favor, a proto bank bot, a proto broker bot, and 15 flawless nth metal worth 1,000 artifact XP each. They also have a rarity breakdown. There is going to be a 20% chance of you receiving an exotic style item and an 80% chance of you receiving a legendary style item. I don't know which ones are exotic and which ones are legendary, but I'm kind of hoping that the purple ones do not qualify for the exotic items. We'll see. There is also going to be a bonus sale and stabilizer event. So it says, need a few more stabilizers, now's your chance. From Tuesday, August 5th through Monday, August 11th, 2025, enjoy a special 3 times stabilizer event, as completing a stabilizer solo will earn you triple the fragments. Plus, enjoy 20% off all booster bundles and 20% off all items on the Quark vendor during this event, which is very nice. Stabilizers and stabilizer fragments unlock time capsules found throughout the game. Quarks inside those capsules can be used to purchase past rewards from the Quarks vendor. So if you were considering trying out a membership, now is probably the time because you already receive more stabilizer fragments as a member, but then tripling those for this period of time might be nice. The booster bundles will also have separate rewards for everyone who purchases a pack of 10. For those rewards, there are 2 different types, one of which is a tattered cloak and the other of which is a chroma set. There are 11 different types that you can get, so let's go through them. The first chroma that you can receive is called the Fair Play chroma. It has white, red, and black, and was apparently inspired by Mr. Terrific. I think Scott was the one who let us know that. It does look pretty cool. I do prefer the 2 first ones where they do have a white and a black swatch, because as we all know, I like things a little more dark. So the black is helpful for that. The second one is called Willful Chroma. This one has a white, a black, and a green swatch. Again, one I don't mind too much. I will say, with all of these chromas, the plasticky texture that it has and the high sheen, it's not my favorite. But out of what we do have as options here, these 2 I prefer over the next 2, just because I like that they have a black swatch and the next ones do not. The third chroma is called Turbo, and it is white, red, and gold. This one I don't like quite as much, even though it does look really, really good on this character. I personally won't have much of a use for it. And again, I'm not a fan of this high sheened texture that it has. The black outline that Scott was talking about that it does have is something I do like, but I like it much, much more on the shaded material rather than on these chromas. I don't know that I'll have a lot of use for these, but I'm hoping a lot of you guys will. The fourth one, which was stated by Red5 to be his favorite, is called Hopeful. It has blue, red, and gold for its color swatching. I have 0 use for this one, but I do know that a lot of people create their characters with large amounts of color. I mean, that's the standard superheroes, right? They are bright and colorful. I just happen to not really adhere to that. But I will also note these are Superman's colors, right? Red, gold, blue. So I do wonder where the swatches will fall on a potential Superman build. Little curious on that one. So hopefully people do have a use for this one, but as I said, not really my cup of tea. The last chroma set is called Mastermind. This one is purple, green, and gold. This one out of all of them is my favorite, but it's not specifically because it has the purple, which, I mean, that is nice. It is very nice that it has purple, but it's more so the fact that this one looks a lot darker than the other ones. The purple and green are not very bright, so I do think I might have some use for this one because we all know I like my characters to look a little dark. This also really does remind me of Lex, so I kind of like that also. Then we were also shown the 6 different tattered cloaks that you were able to receive. The colors are blue, orange, purple, red, white, and yellow. Now, for these, I very, very much want the purple one. I do think it looks really pretty. I think I will use it quite a bit. But I was surprised by one thing with this set of cloaks. As far as I know, the blue one looks exactly the same as the Cloak of Eternities, which is available through a capsule, or currently you can just purchase it with Quarks from Booster Gold. So I don't really like that this one is included as a reward with these because it's already something that exists in the game, and by adding it to the list of ones that we can get through this particular reward, we're decreasing the likelihood of people getting specifically what they want. And if people want the blue one, they can simply purchase it from Booster Gold or potentially open capsules to get it also. So I found this a little odd because they spoke about it as though this was new. It looks exactly the same to me as the Cape of Eternities. Maybe there's some small difference or something that I'm not noticing, but I went to have a look on Switch where I have it, and it looks exactly the same as what I'm seeing in their live stream. So I don't know. Maybe it is different and I just can't tell, or maybe it is exactly the same as the Cape of Eternities and they don't realize. It does seem like Glitter is the one who was creating these capes, and I do really, really like them. And I already have the black tattered cloak of corruption on quite a few characters because I think it looks so, so cool. But it seemed like nobody in this live stream was aware of the fact that the Cloak of Eternities looks very, very similar, or maybe exactly the same as the blue one they were showcasing. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I really, really hope that when I purchase some of these booster bundles that I don't receive that blue one, because if I wanted it, I could have it already, and I don't really want it. So hopefully when this does drop on Tuesday, I am able to make some purchases and showcase a few of them for you. Hopefully the purple tattered cloak is one that I received because come on. We all knew I was going to want that. The chromas, I'm not too fussed about which ones I get, but I would like to have a range of them so that I can show them to you, especially if I could have one of the first two, which has the white and black swatches, then potentially one of the next two that has more bright colors, and then hopefully the purple and green that is a bit darker, so that we can have a look at the differences between them, because in the live stream that I watched with them, they did seem to be quite different from one another, and I am curious how they're going to look in game. So hopefully this was helpful and informative, and also hopefully you guys will actually have some good uses for these chromas because I do not. Have a good one, guys.